Hello, welcome to video number 64 about equations for circles.
I'm Ms. Les.
I'm Mr. Miller. This is the last video of Unit 7, so you might want to watch it twice. Here we go. We have our first example here. We're going to come up with an equation for the circle shown here in the graph. And any point x and y that satisfies the equation is on the circle, and the other way around. Any point on the circle will work in the equation. So to draw a circle, you need the center and the radius. And like if you're going to use a compass. The same thing if we're writing an equation. So we locate the center first. The center is at 2, 2.
Okay, so let's put that
And our pen's being difficult, but that's okay.
2 and
2,
2.
2. And let's draw a radius. And we drew one where we could tell how long it was. That was important in the graph. So we need a vertical or horizontal one so we can use the grid. We find that the radius is 4. So every point on the circle is 4 units away from the center. That's what a circle is. A set of all points that are the same distance from the center. Okay, so if we have some point x, y on the circle, anywhere in the circle, it has to be 4 units from 2, 2. So
Absolutely.
we're going to use a distance formula to say that. So let's write the distance formula between x, y, and 2, 2. So we need a big square root.
Okay, so the distance formula tells us x2 minus x1, which my coordinates here are x minus 2 squared plus y2 minus y1. So I have y minus 2 again to the second power is equal to the distance. So my distance right here is 4.
Yeah, so any point x, y on the circle, this has to be true. Its distance to 2, 2 has to be 4. Okay, so we have to do just one thing, this is less, to get the equation of a circle. Normally we don't leave the square root there, we square both sides. So if we square both sides, it looks a little bit nicer. We get x minus 2 squared plus the quantity y minus 2 squared equals 16.
And that's our equation for the circle.
Yep, any point works in there is on the circle. Okay, so that's why we're doing it now. It's very related to the distance formula. So maybe last year you learned about equations for a line, y equals mx plus b. Now we know one for the circle.
Awesome.
All right, let's do another.
Next one.
So we're going to shorten this process in a minute, but we're going to keep using the distance formula. We really want you to understand where this comes from. So this time, the center is at 3, negative 3. That's just not going to cooperate.
No.
So we'll just put 3, negative 3. When we draw the radius, it's fine.
Okay, so x is 3, y is negative 3.
We'll draw a radius. I think the radius will stick there. Yeah, so the radius is 4 this time. The same as last time. Okay, so any point anywhere in the circle has to be 4 units from 3, negative 3. Man, this is being very tough for us.
Put it in.
So yeah, we'll just draw the radius. All right, there we go. It's gonna stay. Good. All right, so x minus quantity x minus 3 squared plus quantity y minus a negative 3. We might as well write that as, or when we rewrite it, we'll write it as y plus
positive.
3.
Yeah, be careful with the negatives.
Okay, and that has to equal 4. So we're going to square both sides. And we will have quantity x minus 3 squared. And then this time y plus 3, we'll simplify that a little bit. Equals 16. Done. Now, we're used to putting x and y first. It would have been the same if we put 3 minus x squared and 3 plus y squared. But normally we write the x and y first. That's just kind of a standard way of doing it. All right, one more example, and we're going to show you a little bit of a shortcut. So this time, the center is at 2, 4. Hey, it stayed that time.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to draw a radius. The radius is 2. This is a small circle.
Be careful. We have units. It's
actually man,
1 unit.
It
from
won.
here to here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So it looks like we're using
even smaller than I thought. So So we're writing an equation, any point x, y has to satisfy, that's on the circle. Every point is 1 from 2, 4.
So again, applying the distance formula, I have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 1.
Right, because 1 squared is 1.
So let's
Oh, wow. A little bit of sleep in this lesson. You haven't gotten that far
square
yet.
it. Yep, so x minus 2 to the second power plus y minus 4 to the second power is equal to 1.
Got it. All right.
That's it.
So once you do a couple, you're going to realize there's not a lot to this. Now, here's the shortcut. Like we use the pattern y equals mx plus b for lines. Here is kind of the formula for the equation of a circle in a plane. So it's x minus h squared. H is the x coordinate of the center. And y is or k is the y coordinate of the center. And of course, r is the radius. So if we have those three things, the x and y coordinate of the center and the radius, we just substitute them into this equation. We have the equation for the circle.
Okay.
All right, so on this first one, h and k are 4 and 2. And we can see that the radius is 3. Okay.
So I will just list it again.
Yeah, that's
4
h and
2,
k.
So that's your h and k.
And r is 2, or 3. And then we can just plug it into the equation. So it's going to look exactly what we were just writing with the distance formula. I mean, it's the same thing, really.
So x minus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 2, again quantity squared, equals to the radius squared.
Yeah, so that's when sometimes people forget that. It's equal to the radius squared. The only thing to do is we can put 9 instead of 3 squared, so there's not a whole lot to do here. That's it.
Okay.
That's the equation of the circle. Okay.
Center.
All right, there's less. Real quick. You got to put a dot real quick at the center. There you go.
Okay.
Hey, it's
it worked.
So the center is -3, -1.
Looks like -2.
Wow.
-1, -2.
No, this time I got it. It's -3. Oh, yeah, -3, -2.
Yeah, -3, -2.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can just point to it or write h underneath it. H would be -3. K would be -2.
And that's the center of your circle.
And the radius is 3.
Radius is 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so again, plugging into the formula, we have x minus and -3. So be careful with the negatives. Quantity squared plus y minus and -2 quantity squared equals radius squared.
Okay.
So simplifying very quickly, x plus 3 to the second power plus y plus 2 to the second power is equal to 9.
You got it. One more example, we're there.
So again, quick dot. Yay!
I'm not even going to try to read it.
Okay, so for this one we have 2 and 4.
Okay.
So this is my h and k. So let's put the center. Is it 2 and 4? Radius this time again 2 units. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, so very quickly substitute into the formula x minus 2 quantity squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared is equal to
2 squared? Let's just put 4.
4.
All right. You get kind of quick at it after a while, after a little practice. All right, so those are 3 examples. So here's the formula again. And just remember, you just got to find, given the information, what the x and y coordinate in the center are. That's h and k. And what the radius is. And you just plug it into this, and you have the equation for the circle.
Absolutely.
So that's the pattern. All right, time for the journal assignment. So here we go, 2 for you. So you have to pause the video maybe and zoom in on it, but you have to find the center and radius, and plug them in for h, k, and r, and write the equation for the two circles.
And that's it.
Yeah, won't take you long.
Good luck.
All right.